Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. We got a little bit of good luck, knock on wood, fingers crossed. Music called The Optimist by White Bat Audio by Carl Casey. As you know, my usual background accompaniment. It is the last race for the IMSA Endurance Series season for 2024 here. We're at a wet and wild Daytona. And registration is just about open, and I will be joining team boss and teammate Denise here shortly. So we shall get into it here. So just waiting on Denise and registration. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm potentially, or I guess I'm in contention to win it for Division 7 again this season. This for those of us plebs who can barely break 1,000 iRating. But yeah, we should hopefully, again, with it being wet, it's, I mean, it basically comes down to don't die, or try and die as little as possible and get some decent points on the board, and, you know, chips fall where they do. If any of the competition obviously has a really good race, then they'll take the division, but, you know, I'm just happy to be there, honestly. Having a bit of fun, having a bit of a drive. At any rate, yes, where are you? Right. Looks like she does have us registered. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for your poke.
I figured you might be having an argument with one of the cats about bed versus couch, so.
No, not at all. I hadn't forgotten. I'm registered, I'm just loading in.
Yep.
I'm like literally 3 minutes into being registered and you're chasing me. just relax. It'll be fine.
I'd just like to point out to the audience that some of this relax is self-talk, not just to me.
I'm pretty relaxed, to be fair.
I mean, considering.
Wait, where's my iRacing? Oh, there you are. Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
I was just going to say, considering our approach is usually like, let's do the thing, and the chips fall where they do. You know, we're doing fine. Oops. I want that window stuffed up.
What's the weather looking like?
I mean, they were saying rain likely, so I'm going to assume that it's probably going to be, or was at 89% and Zolder was at 56, so I'm going to say it's probably going to be Zolder or worse.
If...
So I wouldn't be entirely surprised if it's more like Mugello from a couple seasons back.
Okay. We did alright in that one.
Yep. I figure, especially if it starts dry, you've got more experience at Daytona, so you should start regardless. And we can kind of, depending on if it does transition dry to wet, you can decide if you want to double up like Road America, or if we want to do it like Mugello, you run out the first stint, then I step in, and, you know, if we need to stop again, we stop again, but you know, considering how much short shifting might need and fuel saving might be involved.
I mean, if it rains, there won't be any fuel saving involved.
It'll be more like no dying involved.
Yes. But I don't think we'll be using enough fuel if it rains to worry about short shifting and shit like that.
Well, the short shifting actually works better for not over rotating or getting too much wheel spin more so than anything else. All right, let's see. Who do we have here? I'm in, by the way.
Me too. Oh my god, first X. Let's go.
$16 GTP. $14 LMP2s.
We're not in the actual split yet, though, are we?
No, I'm using this more as a gauge of what the split of cars is probably going to look like. And 21 GT3s in this practice server. So it might be a touch GT3 heavy, depending on how the splits wash out.
Don't do it! Don't do it! He went and did it!
It's like talking to one of the cats, huh? Don't you do it! Don't you do it! And then they knock over the thing, and you're like, God damn it.
To be honest, like, only one of them is an actual menace. Yeah. And it's the one that I don't like anyway, so...
Well, considering Juniper has all the emojis and stickers and whatnot, I think I know who the... I know who the problem child is, I think.
She's definitely a problem child. She's just a bit weird, that's all. I think she's got maybe some mental health issues since I got her. She's a rescue cat, Saf, so I did not get to forge her personality. She did that before I even met her.
It's interesting, the practice server is like nothing. Absolutely nada.
Yeah, it's annoying, because I did my usual AI race earlier, and there was no rain in that. So, that was annoying.
And then we saw, you know, Basic Ollie stream and the one last night. Those splits were just like buckets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, which one are we getting? Because I mean, doing this in the dry, no big deal, right? It's how does it behave in the wet that's the big question.
Well, yeah, considering I haven't tried it yet. It'll be fine.
It's fine. Everything is
for fun,
fine.
right? It's only iRacing. It's just for fun. It's not real. No need to get stressed about it, surely.
And then you see how some of the esports dudes behave, and it's like,
Yeah, but we're not esports. Well, I'm not. You might be.
I mean, technically doing this is esports.
No.
Just the fact that we're doing it is technically esports.
No.
We're not doing it for money. Nice. We're in the top 10. At least as far as practice pace is concerned. Isn't that lovely? Ooh.
Nice one, sir. Oh my god. Yeah, a lot of that today, I think.
I think I've come up with a new song just for us, Denise.
What's that?
We always feel like we're being sent by GTP.
I mean, I would not give up whatever it is that you do for a day job.
Bookkeeper with a side hustle of Twitch streaming.
Okay. Yeah, don't give that up. That's. I think you're going to do well there. I'm not too sure about the.
Singer-songwriter. No. I have no illusions of making money at that.
Okay.
I mean, I tried out as a prospect for Team Canada Kendo, and I had no illusions of making money at that. I mean, since most of that stuff is like you're begging and pleading and scraping the bottom of your couch cushions and whatnot to make sure you can do that. You know, and I mean, Canadian Olympians are kind of the same. They got to scrounge. You know. Whereas American athletes, like, they have like government funding and sponsors. Kind of makes you wonder about Welsh athletes, though. It's like sponsored by a pasty company, and they're like, I'm supposed to be laying off the carbs.
Well, I fucked up the first sector. Dang it.
You know, I'm going to laugh if we end up having a completely dry race and every other freaking split lobby, time slot, whatever, they all end up having it bucket down, but we just happen to get the 1 in a million shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like... I sort of hope it does rain, because I think it will make it more competitive and we'll probably do better. But also, I hope it doesn't rain, because it's
hard.
Far more work. Yeah. And it's... We'll probably die, like I did in Zolder.
Hush, good thoughts. I even played the song The Optimist as part of the intro. Don't make me drive Mav in here to say good things to you.
Is he doing this race? Has he decided?
I don't know if he's teaming up here or not.
No. He said he would do it solo. If he was going to do it solo. Don't know if he's actually doing it though.
Let's see. Haven't seen anything else yet, but I have told Nev that if he is not racing, he should come in here and give you a pep talk.
Pep talk, but okay.
Yep.
It's always fun talking to Nav.
Aw, it said 420 drivers there for a moment. I'm like, yes, stop there. Leave it at that. Leave it at 420 drivers. That's exactly what we need.
The only thing I don't like about this car is it does tend to understeer a lot.
Okay, so some extra motivation for you, Pope. We are in the top 100 of our team standings right now.
Cool.
We have not been pushed back out as is so often because I think people have been kind of reticent about this because of the rain. Furthermore, apparently I still have the lead in Division 7 for driver standings. And what the fuck was that, bro?
Oh, I fucking love iRacing, I really do. And all who sail in it. Fucking hell. I mean... I guess they just made a mistake as well.
Yeah. I guess. But yeah, there's your motivation. We're still in the top 100 as far as the standings are concerned. For teams, we haven't been supplanted. I'm still in the lead for driver in the division.
Cool.
So, yay.
Where is the rain? I want it to practice in. Whee! Oh.
Remember what happened the last time you hot dogged in the Daytona pit lane? The last time we raced here?
Nope.
Just
I actually don't remember.
Yeah, please don't spin it in the pit lane again.
Oh, I'd never do that.
I mean that's Logan Sargent's job, okay?
Doesn't sound like me at all.
I mean, to be fair, Natalie did it one time in ACC, but she accidentally went out on dry tires. And it was the Paul Ricard pit lane, so there was plenty of room, and it was just amusing seeing Mikko Hatsune do donuts in front of my face.
Nice. That was a nice chicane, that was. On cold tyres and everything.
Just realized I should probably update my about section on my Twitch channel. I still have ACC as my primary game. It should probably be iRacing. Even though I technically have more hours in EAWRC, but we all know that, you know, Pope and me in the car together. Yeah. Oh, by the way, audience and chat and everybody who might be watching the VOD back, I found that apparently at one time fearless leader Team Boss Denise was on the cover of Vogue.
I was not on the cover of Vogue. I mean, I like the photo, but it's not that good. Especially because I'm on it. It's definitely not that good.
Oh come on, that looks straight out of Vogue's era of the found photo chic that they were doing for a while. There's that same crazy overly Cindy Porsche again.
Well, you just need to be careful in the race. Because it's going to happen.
Oh, undoubtedly. The worst part is when it's going to be wet and they're going to have no control over where their car ends up. Because, you know, if we left voice chat on, there's going to be a whole bunch of crash, bang, slam, crunch, thud noises, and then somebody's going to be on the voice chat being like, thanks, bro.
Oh.
Or cheers, mate.
Bro, I'm not your bro. Fuck off. Right, can we go racing now? I'm bored. I've done my laps. I know where the track goes. It's always a bonus.
Come on, iRacing. Get those sessions kicked off before Pope starts discharging rounds into the wall.
Understood. Yeet.
Oh no! It's all going pear-shaped for everybody! Oh!
I was trying to save it. It did not work.
To be fair, I think that was the same Porsche.
I feel I might need to apologise.
Let's see.
Yeah, I definitely need to apologise for that.
Nope, that was an LMP2. Oopsie doodles.
I don't know if I could recognise the name, Dennis Conrad. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, somebody just had a major contact in the pit lane.
Wonderful.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's no ghosting in the Daytona pit lane because it's, NASCAR rules for the pit lane.
Ah, yeah. Fuck's sake.
I mean, until you get into the boxes.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer it that way, but also, it's another hassle, isn't it? It's another thing you have to think about.
Yeah, especially if it's wet. Because then you're going to have people coming out into the fast lane and shit. And you're going to be like, well, now I can't stop. Thanks. Somebody clearly going with the engine warming strats. Then they chuck a piston. Hello, plow. You're going to be hearing that all night tonight.
I really need to update the race suit, don't I? Should do that next.
Is he in your fantasy pool?
Huh?
Sorry, talking to one of the other hockey fans in chat. I mean, people love Austin Matthews for just mustache alone. Like, the whole, playing hockey is almost like a miscellaneous side fact to a lot of people. Pope reversing out of the pit box this time.
I was in the way. Did you see it? It was like a funny angle. And I was like, I bet if I go forward into that, it will make me hit it and I'll get an X.
Well, it's practice server. It doesn't count. But also,
Oh.
that would they're in the boxes. They're still ghosting there. It's just in the fast lane that there's collisions.
Okay. Great game.
Although it would have been hilarious if you just punted him completely around. He's backwards in his own box, comes back from bathroom break or whatever, and it's just like, he's like, what the fuck is going on? How come I'm backwards?
That's what I thought was going to happen, so...
the fast lane grandma, the bingo game's about to roll. Well, we're less than a minute from the race server opening, so hopefully.
What is it about this track that's so good?
It's really fast.
Oh, I messed that up. Let's go.
Race time.
Here we go. Bloody track. Let's go.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look, Plow. You want me to do a boogity 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 at the race start? We can have some more Daryl Waltrip going. Or do you
Are
want to
you
not?
talking to chat or are you talking to me?
You.
Okay, my answer's no. I feel it might detract from the actual avoiding of cars. Okay.
As the Minister Society decided to walk in and be like, I'm going to sit on your lap for the race now.
No, she doesn't really do that, fortunately. She just does her own thing.
All right, we have all three classes showing. I am seeing starting 8:36 p.m. 100% precipitation, and it's going to be solid all the way through to the end of the race. So
Kill me now.
it's just going to be nonstop. GTPs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 GTPs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 LMP2s. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 GT3s.
So it's, oh my god. So it's not actually raining in practice. Fucking hell. Celine.
Yep.
Celine.
So right
My
now,
first laps are going to be in qualifying in the wet. Oh my god.
It's just starting to come down now.
Alright. It's not worth going on wet tyres though, is it now?
I would. Is basically saying track is lightly wet, so just go for it. Go immediately to the full wet setup.
Okay. Oh, I've got to download that one. Hold up.
And then yeah, just do whatever you want to do in qualifying. Get used to it. But yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people who are already dying.
Jesus. Okay.
Right, qualifying starting. I will quickly dash to the bathroom. I will be right back.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I don't like it.
Have we already had a moment?
No.
Really? The front end looks like seems to indicate we've had a moment.
Does it? Oh, I thought they'd fix that. Nothing happened.
Right. I will suit and boot just in case, as per our usual preparatory phase.
I was debating qualifying, so we don't have quite as much spray, but I don't know now. Maybe starting from the back would be preferential.
I'm gonna say that, yeah, probably. Because,
Okay.
yeah, it's just going to be nonstop 100% precipitation all the way through, so... Honestly, if we survive, get some points, great. Yippee. We did a thing. We survived. The chips fall where they do. I might suggest putting the brake bias forward and the TC up a click.
Remind me when we start the race. It's probably more important at that point, I think. And I'll forget before then.
Because 8 and above are your wet settings in traction control. And I was running 57 on the brake bias, so...
Shocker.
And for some reason, that worked. Decent, or reasonably well.
Yeah, just remind me when we're in the race, because
Yep. You have a
I
minute
don't
and a
remember
half.
these things. Yeah. I know.
Somehow, I don't think that's the same Lucas Hand that I met. But just the name rung a bell. Oh, careful there, Bob. Oh, man. All right. It's race time. The weather is not easing. It's just going to be nothing but rain all the way through.
All right, let me just get a drink.
Let's see. Results here. You're 2 from the back by the looks of it. Maybe 3. A lot of people looks like they're not doing anything. So just let me know when you're gridded.
Okay, full wet setup.
Yep.
Do. Full wet. Let's go. Let's go all the fuel in. Yep. Oh, I didn't check tires. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Grid. Grid.
Okay.
So you want TC8?
Yeah, I would suggest TC8 is the minimum wet setting, and probably 57 on the brake bias.
Copy.
That's where I had it. If it's still a bit squirrely, you can go even further forward. Looks like your throttle map and display are fine. Honestly, the throttle map only changes it from linear to more aggressive, so I wouldn't worry about it. And you are on full fuel, you are on wet tires, everything looks hunky-dory. And there should be no more than 3 cars behind you.
Did you see how many people actually set a time? It's only 10 out of 16 that I can see. Mate, can you not rev your engine for no reason? Can you just relax?
Yeah, not many people did anything. They're undoubtedly expecting it to be nothing but attrition, so yeah. And I don't see anyone behind you right now, so I'm going to assume everybody else is doing a pit lane start.
Catch stop 20, 5, catch stop 50, 8, catch stop 19, catch stop 100, 11, catch stop 40, catch stop 30, catch stop 20, 3,
Oh my god. Why are we doing this? Like, who said this was a fun Saturday evening?
We're doing it because we love racing.
Get ready, going green.
Can't see anything.
Honestly, just let everybody dogpile into turn 1. We already know that's what's going to happen. The qualifying order is going to be wrecked before turn 1, so. There's already a bunch of people down on the apron. Bunch of pit lane starts. Spins.
They're on the left, go right. Car stops ahead. Car stopped on the left. Go right.
Oh my fucking god.
It's just death everywhere, as we kind of expected. There's still a lot to come out in the wash, so do not worry.
Left side. They're on the left. On your left. They're on the left. They're left. Got a slow car on the left.
Why is it giving you a car contact? You didn't contact anything. The deuce.
I got 5x for hitting nothing already.
Freaking netcode BS shenaniganery. And they wonder why people get so pissed off about netcode incidents.
Yeah, great game. The thing is, like, I get it and everything. The weather is good, but when it's like this, and they wouldn't race in real life if it was like this, that's when it's stupid.
Mm.
And I think it's wrong, and I don't think we should be doing it.
Yeah,
It's not at all realistic like this.
Yeah, this is a bit excessive. Anyway, I'm desuiting for now, since we didn't seem to have any issues.
Got a slip on the left.
I love how the car ahead is called Trash Can Racing. It'd be even funnier if the driver's name was Oscar. Like something like Oscar Green.
The car behind has gone off.
Yeah, that's it. Find the dry spots. Doing really good.
On your right. Got a slip on the left. There's an incident ahead. Clear on the right.
Dude wants to be racy. Let them screw it up. And they did. And somebody's in the wall and dead. Yep, and of course all of the attrition is causing people to abandon ship quickly.
Good job.
And there goes another dead person.
Yeah, ain't no way they're doing this in real life, that's for sure.
On your right.
Okay, that person there's got wheel damage.
Yeah, that was P1, apparently.
Yeah, it looks like they might have had an incident and fallen back, so I don't know that we're actually in the lead, so...
No, we're not in the lead. That's not what I said. They were P1. I think we're like P5, P4.
Yep. Well, we can cheer when we're all done.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 4.5. That was your fastest lap of the session. You're in fourth.
Yeah, we're currently in P4, so I mean, admittedly, we've had more traffic to deal with, so I'm going to say pace is not really an issue,
Thanks, Sonny.
because, like, they did a 2044, but I mean, I'm going to assume that all of that is due to clear track, right? Like, because you've had to do a whole bunch of dodging, and I'm guessing they probably haven't. So you're gonna find it when you have a few more laps in and you're comfortable.
They also might just be quite good at this, and I'm just me.
Nah. There's a reason why they called rain the ultimate equalizer.
Mm.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 0.
Fucking hell.
847. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 6. That was your fastest lap of the session.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit insane.
Are they in?
They are in the Corvette.
Can't see.
So P1, 2, and 3 right now are basically in their own little draft train, so I'm assuming that's where they're getting their speed from.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 517.
this.
Don't worry, you're doing good. Just keep it solid. Plenty of race still to go.
Clear.
So yeah. Don't worry about any sort of battles or anything. We're doing all good. There's still plenty of race to go.
Oh, fuck.
Oof. I think that's your rear diffuser.
Yeah, we're fucked.
We got damage on the front end. Dropping 3 out there. Left 6.
Sorry.
Fast the car coming up quick.
If you have to tow, I guess. If it's drivable, drive, but it's your call.
I'm going to say this is not drivable. My wheel is at like 110 degrees at the moment. Trying to keep it straight. That's terrible.
Can't fix the damage. Major wheel damage.
Yeah, I did nothing different to what I did the other laps. Nothing different at all. Same line.
Oh. Super unfortunate. Do you know what your repair time is?
No, it's still towing. I think it's about 7 minutes.
Right. Might as well chill out then, and we'll get back in it when we can. Hopefully the car will be drivable again when we get back out. Because, yeah, a bunch of people who we were nearby, they're also showing yellow flags and whatnot, so this might still go all over the place for all we know.
I mean, if you... The thing about this that is stupid to me is that you can drive as well as you ever have, you know, and then it just seems completely random. It's the second time it's happened to me, and I'm not saying that I'm particularly good at driving, whether in the dry or the wet, but it doesn't feel like it is to do with how I drive. It feels like it's like, oh, random. Let's put you in the wall.
Hmm.
I mean, by that logic, I was in fourth place, right?
Yeah.
And I was keeping ahead of the car behind. And I wasn't gaining on the cars ahead particularly. So that was like my place. By that logic, everyone behind me should also be crashing.
Yeah. It's kind of. It does seem a little bit RNG, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Did they give you a time frame?
Uh, yep, 6 minutes 45 seconds required, 2 minutes optional.
All right. Might as well just play it out, because I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some rage quitters, especially if somebody up front has a crash. These um, people who are doing laps in the 2 minutes right now, like if they have an incident, they're going to be all like, "Screw this, man,"
Yep.
and you know. Let's see where the leader is right now in that Corvette.
E3's got a yellow card. Not yellow card, yellow flag. Wonder if they went off.
Hello there.
That's a stupid game.
Gene Samuel, thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well. We're just waiting on our mechanics to finish unbobbing our nose. So let's see. Results. Let's have a look at the 23 car. So the car you were fighting with is basically doing similar pace to what we were doing. And yeah, they're kind of just managing to keep it out of trouble. What is the next one? Yeah. Honestly, it does feel a little bit like these people just haven't been hit badly by RNG yet, whereas you got rolled a one by RNGs.
Mm.
Well, we'll try and give you some good viewing material when the mechanics are finished there, June. Looks like a lot of the disconnects, though, are the prototype classes, unfortunately. We haven't had too many GT3s bail yet. There are some, though. Yeah, there goes put the car in P7. Perma yellow flag. Gee. Let's see. Where's the triple one? I'm gonna have a stand and stretch, but I'm still gonna have my ears on. Let me know when you're back rolling.
Mhm.
Yeah, the top three cars are definitely maybe a little overranked for this here lobby. Just saying. Oh, even P1 just had a big old slide and sideways moment.
See what's happening to P8 at the moment?
Uh,
Number 10.
Checking. Sound like a Ferrari engineer. Yeah, checking.
They just had a big, well, it was yellow for a long time.
Not showing anything at the moment.
No, it'll be on replay. It won't be live.
Here,
Okay.
I'll roll it back.
We're on optionals. 1 minute 35 to go.
They went around the first turn very badly and looks like they hit the wall.
Cool. I mean, it's not cool, but
So I'm guessing the car is still in drivable condition. That's why they're still going, but
yeah.
June, I do have emojis. They're just, some of them are only available to subscribers.
$30.
Copy. Yeah, I'm gonna step out on a limb here and say that the current podium position cars are definitely overclassed for this lobby. Because looking at the weather tab, it's not easing up at all. You know, like the circuit's not going to get drier.
sweep. On your left. Clear on the left.
Alright. So, and we're in P12. If there are 2 rage quits, we still have a top 10 finish, so. Annoying, but let's not despair. Both cars adjacent to us were showing yellow flags. So in front and behind showed yellow flags temporarily.
Right side.
Fuck, you cannot see a fucking thing. It's fucking ridiculous.
Stop the car coming up sweep. Clear on the left. Clear left. Flag position.
And it doesn't. Yeah, whatever. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck this. If you want to carry on, you can, but I'm done.
Alright. Uh, 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. All right, I think that's Pope out for the day. Everybody. So it's just gonna be me on my own. Oof, 13 minutes in required repairs. That's gonna be rough. Well, looks like we're gonna be waiting a while. This is gonna be kind of ridiculous being so many laps down. Ooh, well. What I'll do is I'm just gonna stand, stretch, chill. That wallop was pretty freaking hard, unfortunately, the Pope took.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm waiting on 13 minutes worth of repairs.
Uh-oh.
Pope's
Sounds like Daytona things.
Pope had a run-in with the random number generator that came up Snake Eyes, and then had an off, and it involved an incident with a GTP. So I think she's done for the day. So I'm just kind of chilling here, waiting for the repair bill to be served, and then I'm going out.
Yeah, I bet this race is chaos with this much rain going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's not terribly fun, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of driving myself, hopefully for mostly for practice. Hopefully not ruin my iRacing record. Looks like a bunch
I'll
of
do the
people
same
are
thing.
disconnecting as well, so I'm going to just kind of assume that, if just by
Yeah, there's a bunch of people down below you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you guys are still ahead of several. How many people are in the GT3 class anyways?
I think there was like 17 or 18.
Huh.
Like, the classes were pretty evenly split. Like, there's always a few more GT3s than the other classes, at least for us, but yeah. I mean, we're just here for a bit of fun, and I think Pope stopped having fun, so understandably she...
Oh yeah, I get that. If it's miserable and people are driving terribly.
Well, it's not even that people were driving that terribly. I think it was just like a couple of like freak accidents got Pope, and then
bad luck, and so just don't want to deal with it anymore after everything's going rotten. Yeah, I get that.
I mean, I'll stick around and try and finish this out as best I can, but
you'd be surprised if you guys just get like a go out there and make some laps and just let the rest of the carnage happen. I bet there's still several spots to be given.
Yeah, because I keep seeing cars adjacent to us having big yellow flags. Like the car that started next to us, they just literally teleported in front of me and then just disappeared. So I'm guessing even more people are just being like, screw this, and disconnecting. So
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go do some laps now. I did the thing where if you click on the name of who's in there, you just do the watch thing, and it'll like let you test drive as like a ghost car while they're doing their session.
mm,
So I'm actually gonna see if I can go test in this wet out here. See if I can do. Where's my setup? How much damage do you have left?
another like 8.5 minutes.
Okay.
iRacing isn't everybody's cup of tea, Grebo. I totally understand.
Let's see. I mean, racing in the rain is still so new, and there's so many people that like haven't had a lot of significant experience in it.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, and
I mean,
also,
genuinely, like, especially at Daytona, like nobody's really probably done any rain racing at Daytona at all, because this is like the first popular event that's really got it going on. Because Daytona 24 last year, it wasn't ready yet, and
mhm,
the only rain racing event that I did that was an endurance thing was like a private session thing that they did for that YouTuber guy. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm sure so many people have a lot to learn with
yeah.
the wet.
Oh, definitely. And also, like, this is kind of like the most accurate, um, like, it's the most accurate rain simulation on the market right now, from what I understand.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's completely contradictory to what most other games are of racing. It's just like you go a little bit slower, but you still run the racing line. Here, you can't do that,
mhm,
which is realistic, but like some people have to learn, okay, it's not like racing in the rain on other sims. It's
yeah.
completely different here.
Oh, I know. Like, that was kind of one of the things that I was doing myself is like, if you find if you're able to find the drierish patches, even if it seems like you're racing in the weirdest, most random way, that's kind of what you got to do. You can't just like do the normal the normal thing. If you do the normal thing, you're gonna die constantly.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Where is my buttons here? What am I trying to do? Um,
Oh, might as well stay standing now that I think of it. By the way, if anyone wonders why you're not seeing me here on the primary cam, you can still see me on my shifter cam. I'm just staying standing until I have to get in the car.
all right, I should probably try to stream me doing these laps out here. I bet this would be comical to watch, but we're not going to
Yeah.
subject anybody to that.
Well, I'm actually streaming my race to Twitch right now, so I'm sure my viewers are bored out of their minds. But just seeing the driver's perspective, not doing anything, me
I wish it would
standing
let you
outside
like
of my rig.
cycle. I wish it would let you cycle through like Oh, I do not have the wet tires on. Should probably do that. I wish it would let you cycle to like people who are in the session, like what I'm about to do, go out and run some test laps, even though I'm not part of the official server. If you're just like sitting in your car waiting for stuff to be repaired, it'd be cool if it let you switch over to like watching me do my practice laps in the
Um,
iRacing replay instead of having to do like a Discord stream or something.
uh, that's Grebo. That is my teammate Denise. I do. Uh, I think Sim Racing Dad is Michael's Twitch name.
Oh, I don't stream anything. I don't even know what it's called. The only thing I've got a Twitch account for is so I can go on there and watch other people's stuff. That's about
Okay,
it.
so it's not an active channel anyway, Grebo.
Nah. It is wet, that is for sure.
Like, other than the top few cars, I'm actually going to be kind of amused if I suddenly just end up back in the top 10 for the simple fact that I just kept going stubbornly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because,
Oh
like,
man, it's so wet out here. Yeah. So did it start out this wet, or did it start out a little drier and start getting wet?
no, it's been like this nonstop.
Yeah.
I think this is like them doing worst case scenario for Daytona, and they're just like, how
Trying
many
to mentally
guinea pigs?
prepare everybody.
Yeah, how many guinea pigs can we get for this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I just saw another two cars go yellow flag, and I'm waiting to see if any of them disconnect. Because like I can understand like people's frustration with this, and like, yep, there goes one. Oh nope, that's a packet loss disconnect. Never mind. Well,
I wonder what I'm trying to see on my overlays here if it'll tell me what the fastest GTPs are running, so I can compare my pace to that. I think I'm seeing like 140s,
in
49, 48, 47s, all over the map, really.
Yeah, the 145.9 is the fastest one I can see at the moment.
Uh-oh. I just see a GT3 Mustang that went off in turn 1 and left some body parts. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that might have been P3. That was the only Mustang I noticed.
It is, yeah, number 6 Mustang. It says they are currently in 6th position in GT3. But he got back on the track. He wasn't, like, he was still driving. It must have just been like a bumper or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people might not necessarily take the hits that we took and will still be, you know, like, screw this, I'm out, you know.
Yeah. Share my screen just in case somebody tries to jump in here and wants to see some carnage.
I also left my stream link in both. It's in both live and the channel. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah, Grebo, if you're still there, Pope hasn't done much streaming as of late. I think she's just been extra busy with other stuff, so not much there. If you follow her on YouTube, though, that's usually where she's doing more of her streaming. So, I got about 30 seconds left and then 14 seconds of optional repairs, so. And then we'll try and get out there and do the thing.
It was like a bunch of, like, 15 minutes required and, like, a few seconds of optional. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Repairs are almost finished up.
I think at that point it was just so ridiculous, right? That
Wonder how the damage model sorts out what they consider optional and what triggers required. I mean,
there's another person who disconnected, so it's kind of like one of those things where who knows, right?
That's it, go.
oh yeah. Let me know when you come out of the pits. Depending on where I'm on track, I can. You already out now?
Yep, I'm coming out of the pit lane exit right now.
Okay. That's fun. I
Yeah,
don't
I've
get
gotten-
speeding penalties doing test driving, so I can just speed on pit lane if I want to. I reset to the pits a second ago, but before I did that, I saw GTPs crashing up onto the banking coming out of the infield, so yeah, there's carnage everywhere. These are your first laps of
Yep.
the race? Have you done much wet testing here?
I did some practice, or 2 or 3 practice sessions in the wet, so I'm reasonably confident as to where my markers are and that sort of thing. It's just a matter of getting settled.
Says I'm like 9 seconds behind you, but I'm in the GTP, so I'll see if I can catch up to you, and I'll help you with your line if it looks like you're trying to sort out the wet line or anything, but you probably got the hang of it more than I do. It's been so long since I've done it. I can't hardly get around without crashing. Say what your lap time was last lap? Or was that your out lap?
That might have been out lap. Let me get another 1 or 2 in to get more representative. Whereas I'm still trying to get my tires warm.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. I'm following you. Your wet line looks pretty good. That's why I was curious. You might be running pretty quick compared to leaders and stuff. Because really the biggest thing is just staying nice and smooth and not having a little slip and a slide here that costs you 2 or 3 seconds to correct.
Ooh.
Group of fast cars approaching.
It's just a bit of Tokyo drift.
Yeah, no harm, no foul. Diving to the inside, is he? Honestly, this corner to me feels like there's more grip on the outside, like the middle to outside part of the corner. Oh, there's that. I've seen that orange GTP spin around a few times now.
Yeah, 203 seems to be more representative of what I can do when I'm not having a half spin. I mean, admittedly, the leaders are capable of 6 seconds faster, but I'm pretty sure they're overmatched for this split, as sometimes happens.
Yeah. I don't think they're that much faster than you. Not 6 seconds. Maybe if they don't have any traffic or something.
Also, the top 3 were kind of in their own kind of draft train earlier when I think they set their fastest, so...
Yeah, that's true. If they're in a pack and doing bump drafting, that can speed you up a bunch of GT3s.
Whereas I'm kind of generally trying to stay away from everybody.
Have you tried bumping up TC or anything like that, or does it seem to be doing pretty good?
I'm already on 8 out of 12, which is well in the wet zone. Or I think on the wet zone. I put it up by another one, just give it a shot, but...
Dude, that LMP2 has no idea how to pass properly. You want to hang back and get a big run so that you can carry your momentum on the straightaway. You don't want to be crowded up behind a GT3 in the chicane. That's how you get slowed up.
Remember, I'm down in potato split. oh.
Looks like P1's a Corvette.
Yep.
Gonna get crowded. You got the leader back there and 2 prototypes.
Yep, I see the prototypes.
Jeez, they almost took him out. Yikes.
was trying to let the leader go.
Yeah, I think he's taking the opportunity to fuel save. He was trying to use your draft, and then he was trying to fuel save.
I was just trying to let him go so that there was no... I didn't want his race being ruined if, you know, something happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was falling behind. He didn't look like he was agitated or anything. I think he was focused on the GTPs flying up on him, so he was trying to just make sure they all got by instead of trying to get you. Which is smart. I'd be looking at all those GTPs like they're missiles waiting to ruin your race. Yikes, something happened to that dude. Yeah, I bet in this split those GTPs are torpedoes. Every time they show up in the mirror of a GT3 car, I'd be terrified. Alright, let's see if I can run a clean lap here. See what my pace would be in the GTP. It just mirrors the track drying out.
It's been cycling between slightly drying and slightly getting wetter because it's 100% precipitation, right? So
Could just be that I wasn't in anybody's spray for a second. That may have been all it was. Feels like some of the lines are getting better. Drying in some areas.
I'm starting to show green, so it might be picking up a little bit on pace. But it's saying no expected change in conditions, so...
Yeah, the weather thing on mine is just saying 100% precipitation. So it must just be changing in severity or something.
Because, yeah, the rain's coming down again on the car, like out of the sky, not just spray and standing water on track. So
yeah, it's raining in spots. There are a few spots where it doesn't look like it's raining, but it's definitely coming down pretty heavy, like in the first sector it looked like.
Just did a 2-minute flat 0.8.
That's pretty good.
So
By the looks of it, it's really good. Yeah, the fastest GTP lap of the race is a 44.3. I just ran a 44.1, but I don't have to deal with traffic. I can just ghost through everybody, so it's not really fair. GTP crashed in the first horseshoe. And there's a lot of traffic up here.
yeah, just come right up on my bumper, dumbass. Like, don't think ahead. Oh, and he dies.
Let me guess, it was a GTP?
Yep, or no, it was a GT3 who was being totally impatient and
Oh, yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, I think the track's getting more wet.
Yeah, because it's not just spray I'm encountering now, it's definitely coming out of the sky too.
Yeah. It had been a little bit before, but I think it's finally building up on the track now. Like I'm running similar lap to what I ran last one, and the pace is just bleeding away, so I think the track's condition's deteriorating. Some guy in the GTP ran his fastest lap of the race, like last lap, and now he's like 2 seconds slower. I was about 1.5 seconds slower. I think it's just getting wet.
standing water was really bad right there. Holy shit. This car's just like, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going straight. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's fun the way it changes and stuff like that, but it can be pretty terrifying sometimes.
Terrifying, undoubtedly frustrating to some, especially like, because Denise was having a real struggle, and I can empathize if it seems like the car's just got doing things with no rhyme or reason, but at the same time, it's kind of like, that's how it is in the real world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the reality is that like there's some of these people who have a good rain setup or something, and like rain setups to me vary a lot depending on the driver. It's a lot more driver based than it would be just pure, hey, this car's going to handle good and it's going to run a good lap time, and so that's what you do, and the driver learns how to drive it. In the rain, you want to feel comfortable that you're in total control of the car, so you need to do certain things to make you feel comfortable, not so much about like, is this pure pace driven setup decisions. So I mean, that's why I like fooling with stuff, but I also over test and over prepare, and you can still do all that preparing and have the same kind of rotten luck, and then it's that much more frustrating. So it's a balance about what you enjoy the most. But I mean, we've all had those races in iRacing where you're just so frustrated you just don't want to rage quit for a few days.
Yeah, because I'm seeing more people manually disconnect, and I'm just kind of like,
yeah, I'm seeing a lot.
There's my opportunity,
What position are you in now?
It's showing me P12. I've only made
Say,
up
weren't
the
you
one.
third?
Yeah, I
I was
was
gonna
13th.
say, weren't you 13th when you started?
When I got in the car, yeah, we were 13th.
And some of these people that could have genuinely died or whatever, it might take you a few laps to make up before you pass them, but it might be just a foregone conclusion that it's going to happen. On LMP2 parked in the barriers.
For chat, anyone who's still watching, apologies if I'm not saying much. I'm being a sweaty tryhard at the moment. And mostly trying not to collide with anyone else and ruin someone else's race.
I keep seeing yellow on the track map everywhere.
This is one of those times, though, for the rally people watching, that I probably should have taken the round rim rather than the GT rim, but oh well. You know, Mav, assuming you're still there, I think I know what gets a lot of people out, and I had to say it's the same thing that kind of caught Denise out, and this isn't meant as a knock to Denise or any of these people, but people are so used to the sim racing way of driving in the rain versus the realistic way of driving in the rain, and iRacing needs you to drive the realistic way of driving in the rain. Because it just occurred to me is she said in Zolder and today, you know, I took the exact same line and this time it spun me. And I didn't notice it on the replay. I'd have to go back, but I'm willing to bet, because the way iRacing does things, she probably hit a patch of standing water that wasn't there the previous lap, that was there that time because of the way the dynamic weather works.
Yeah, could be.
And it just kind of becomes one of those things where it's like, well, that's something that real world racing drivers have to deal with, that as sim racing drivers we need to learn to deal with.
Yeah, but it could also be very hit or miss on, like, you know, whatever are the graphics properly showing what the dynamics is making you feel, and like if you've got your computer on different graphic settings, does that, you know, does that show more or less? So there's so many variables involved that it'd be hard to tell, but
Yeah, that's true.
it's, to me, like, I'm really bad like the first few outlaps in the wet and stuff, especially on a car that I'm not familiar with. But if I'm really familiar with the car and the setup, I just need a couple laps to kind of drive pretty terribly slow and kind of get into a rhythm, and then I can start to feel comfortable about, hey, there was a little slide there, a little slide here, and I caught it, and so I kind of feel the limit somewhat. So then I'm comfortable to catch the car if it has a moment, and then I can start to push a little bit and just feel the limit more than I can see it. It's hard to see the water for my graphic settings, and a lot of times through the spray. I can only imagine it's worse in a GT3 where you're constantly getting cut off by a GTP. You know, being able to see the spray and where the line is and all that. But after driving a stupid amount of laps and doing stuff like this, I kind of know where, at Daytona specifically, when the rain gets worse, this line here is going to start to get worse first than the rest of it, and so then you kind of know what parts of the track to push it and where to feel it out. But Daytona's also just a monster in that the way you set the car up to try and work in the infield, and then you also, some people try to run low drag so you're not killing yourself on the straights. It can just make for a really hairy car to drive, changing conditions.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing this, is get experience at Daytona, so that, especially in the wet, if, you know, we're doing All Things Pink, you know, women's car, you know, worst case scenario, I'm ready to go and reasonably confident.
Yeah, really, like, see, this is so different because, like, you kind of know this whole race is going to be wet, so you need to be fast in the wet. To me, like, the way I would be preparing for Daytona 24 is, like, you want to have some people that are always, you know, at least a few people that will be available that are like, hey, these are the people that are comfortable in the wet. They may not be the fastest, but they feel, you know, 99% sure they're not going to crash the car unless somebody knocks them out of the way, which, you know, that's a variable you can't control. But, like, if you feel comfortable enough, like, hey, I'm not going to back the car into a wall, so I'll at least get in the car and we'll make some laps and not die for a little bit, and we'll let some other people die and have carnage, and then when it dries up, we'll go back to attack mode. But this thing, because you know the whole race is going to be wet, like, people are trying to attack in the wet and learn how to be right on the limit, drive as fast as they can, and stuff like that. But I think that when I started getting decent in the wet, when I was preparing for that Daytona 10-hour race they were doing in the rain last year, right after they came out with the rain, the biggest place I found time in the GTP, at least, was, like, say here on the banking, you're heading into turn 1, you cross start finish line, like, braking really heavy initially because the car's got lots of downforce and lots of grip, but then understanding that, like, you're gonna have to trail off a little faster than normal, so you need to get a lot of braking done early and even less braking done later than you would normally, because there's so little grip when you've got low speed cornering with no downforce. But it's second nature to go into a corner and kind of feel, ooh, it's super slippery when we're going like 10-15 miles an hour, so that means I probably shouldn't smash the brakes when I'm going 180 and just trust the car not to kill me. But the reality is sometimes you got to learn how much you can trust it when it's at high downforce.
I knew that Lime Acura was going to die at some point.
Yeah, every time we go through the horseshoe, I see prototypes sitting there.
Easy now,
You're
easy,
right.
Easy. Oh, Black Betty Bambalam.
That is one thing they fixed for sure, is like the grip that you used to get on the grass before they even had the rain model. like the grass was an ice skating rink. So like that little dropping off in the grass there would have sent you into the tire barriers for sure. But now it's more realistic, and you can just kind of tiptoe your way back on without dying.
I know. I think that's like my first X since I've been in the car.
Yikes, they're getting 3 wide behind you back there. That GT3 was not great at handling traffic. Is the IMSA sprint races, are they always dry, or do they ever do any rain in them?
They do rain. They give you kind of an approximation of what's the likelihood of rain in the season schedule. Oh, no, 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 nay, 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 nay. Dude, you knew where I was. Fuck off. It's like I'm literally stuck on the apex, and he's like, I'm gonna go through the fucking grass. Idiot.
Yeah, I love how people get impatient in conditions like this. Like this, in these conditions, you just need to be happy you survived. Anytime you go around a corner, you see cars that are spun off. Like, just take the most cautious approach you can take, not aggressive.
Hello, boss dog. My minimap seems convinced that I'm a P11, even though the racing order still shows P12, but sometimes it gets optimistic about certain things. It's like that first horseshoe really can bite you, but at the same time, it's like, you know, if people are spinning the way I do, where it's just like you're stuck on the apex because, you know, the rear end goes around rather than, you know, the front just washes out and you go off into the wall. It's kind of like, you know where the other car is. There's a safe way to get around. And they're just like, nope, I want the apex. And it's like,
How much fuel you got left?
I am at 20 liters, give or take. Oh, those two came to
There goes
blows.
a crash. Yeah, I saw either a graphics glitch or like parts flying through the air, but I saw that guy pulled off.
Whoa, Sparky.
Yikes.
I think I keep saying faster car coming up quick, and then he keeps dying right in front of me. It's kind of like, mate, I need you to please sort yourself out, because I don't want to die, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to either.
Yeah, I guess he thought, I wonder if he was catching P3. It looks like he's 15 seconds up the road from him. Yeah, I'm wondering if he was gaining time on him. He thought he was gonna keep pushing. Does it let you do the auto fuel thing in the endurance race?
Yep. Auto fuel's on. And I got my tires on auto switch, so...
I was gonna say, I suspect you won't need a full tank for the last stint, will you?
Probably not. Like I said, I'm just trying to do my thing, and, you know... Looks like I'm back up into the top 10.
Yeah, when you were saying earlier P11, you weren't sure if it was accurate. I was wondering if it was accurate, just hadn't updated on both the things yet. Seems pretty legit to me.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, I'm seeing the person behind you is like 3 laps behind you. The car ahead is 6 laps ahead of you. Let's see, is there any cars that are off track?
Man, it sounds like it's really coming down now.
Yeah, it looks like pretty heavy. At least currently, it looks like all the cars in front of you are on track and running.
Oh shit. Oh no, don't go there, don't go there. Don't go there, please. All right, getting fuel and tires and service and all that.
It's a pretty good stint, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
Just go out there and don't die.
Yep.
Having slip ups in the horseshoes is not a big deal. It's slow enough that you won't get wadded up into a wall or something. Yikes.
Mm.
Ooh. That was P2 GT3 going by. I thought he was about to get collected there.
Go ahead, mate. Come on.
That's the guy that just crashed.
Kimmo, most of those X's are not mine. Also, I don't see you doing this. I mean, feel free to come in and join me, and then you can talk shit, but... This is the guy who's calling the ambulance over Hold My Horton. Uh-huh. Your CPU's dead. You sound like Alonso when he blames the car.
GP2 engine.
Yeah, it's just GP2 engine, Rally 2 engine, Rally 2. I'm like, dude, you ended in a tree. I can think of quite a few drivers who are probably better than Alonso, if we're counting their prime. Okay, well, I'll start listing them off then. Schumacher, Hamilton, Senna, Prost, Stewart, Fangio, Vettel, Verstappen,
Yikes. It's a bold move on his part.
Well, he's just murdered a GT3. By the looks of it.
Yeah, that was that same crashy Cadillac that knocked off the GT3.
Doesn't surprise me.
Not me either.
This circuit confusing? It's just a NASCAR oval with some extra horseshoes put in. Because it's basically, think of the oval, add 4 extra hairpins, basically, and a bus stop chicane, and that balances it out. There's another manual disconnect. And P7 and 8 with big ol' yellow flags on each other.
Take a look. So I was at P9 LMP2 that crashed into the barriers and disconnected.
I was thinking more P7 and 8 and GT3. Both of them showed yellow flag for a good...
Yeah, they're close to each other. I'm trying to see if they pushed each other around any.
Yep, we have the McLaren, Natalie. I've even driven the 992 in iRacing and have enjoyed it. Oh no. Deja vu. Tokyo trip for the fans. Thank you. I'll be here all week. At this point, this race has descended into a meme. Might as well do, was it Mathazar from, what was it, Galaxy Quest? Never give up, never surrender. I'm sorry, Natalie. I really shouldn't show off on stream like that.
Last lap, you were 1.9 seconds faster than the leader. P2 must have hit because you were 10 seconds faster than them. You were half a second faster than P3. The cars directly in front of you, you were 6 seconds faster than P8. You were 5 seconds faster than P7 and 1 second faster than P6. I think you were the fastest GT3 last lap. Am I looking at the right numbers here? But now it's changing. It says you were faster than P7 and 8, P2. Oh, P9 had a killer lap time. I think P9 should be pitting soon.
Oh, there's that dumb Acura. Who's basically killed himself multiple times. It's like, oh, you having a rage quit, buddy?
Trying to decide if I'm gonna go do the IMSA race in 20 minutes. Probably should. I might go do that. I'll stay on voice chat though with you until you're all done.
Thank you. I appreciate the company.
Just for a little sanity.
Because these other guys, like these barrel rollers dudes, they're merciless. It's like having 20 pairs of Stettler and Waldorf. Or especially that Kimmo guy. I mean, if I want to know what I'm doing wrong, he'll tell me.
You got people in the chat you're talking about?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to look on the track map here and see if there's any like congested areas where there could be chaos. There's a bit of a cluster a couple of corners ahead of you. GTP is going to be coming through some GT3s, but they might catch them on the banking. little P2 in there too.
I mean, if Charlie shows up, then I mean, he'll buy me a pint, but he'll also be merciless.
Bet I crash out in the first 5 minutes of this race. And then I'll wonder why I joined it.
Alright, folks, 25 minutes left in this race. Given where the times are, it's going to be in the 10-lap neighborhood. Suddenly there's cones everywhere. Seems like somebody's had a serious drama. If the leader's only 2 seconds ahead of me and we know they're out, like the top 3-4 cars are definitely outclassed for this split. I think we're in pretty good shape, all things considered. Oh hey, it's that accurate prototype of stupidity. You having a struggle there, mate?
Sliding all over the place. So if I did the endurance race tomorrow, will it be the same weather as what you just had? Do they do consistent weather for each split or each time slot?
It's set to be 89% chance of precipitation. So
For all of them?
yeah,
So it should be similar. Try to see if I can do that with,
I mean, it's good to have the wet practice for Daytona, but at the same time, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to be driving Daytona 24 with a wet setup unless they're like, it's going to freaking rain like
oh yeah,
14 of the 24 hours.
Like I'm not doing a specific wet setup for that that race if I run tomorrow. I'll run the setup that I've been working on for the 24, which is a setup that's supposed to be good in both. But yeah, I'm sure there's some people that just go full wet setup. But honestly, I am carrying a lot of downforce for my my setup that I'm using that tends to just make you quicker everywhere and helps out in the wet. But you know, it does suck a little bit on the straightaways. It's kind of hard to make the moves going into turn one. You got to really outbrake somebody. But I don't mind that. I'd rather have that and a better handling car and let them sweat it out, riding on the edge. Then when the rain comes, you're 2 seconds a lap faster than the other. I mean, I suppose this is also great practice for having to double stint in the 24. Yeah, for sure.
car ahead of me that just disconnected.
Nice.
Unless they've got a teammate that's not running or something like that. That's potentially good news. P1 did at the bus stop. Or it spun or something. Huh.
How much time's left?
Timer sits. Let me just clear the bus stop first. $14 minutes.
Yeah, it's a bummer if somebody like it was close enough in front of you crashes now and there's not enough time to make the laps up. I've been on the other end of that deal before, where I was stupid and crashed late, but I had enough of a gap on the people behind that it was okay.
Seeing a bunch more yellows. Cars ahead of me. Alright, 10 minutes left to go in this ridiculousness. For those who stuck around, thanks very much. I very much appreciate your support.
Might be crashed out of this IMSA race before you finish that one. Qualify and start here in a minute.
Huh. 1:59.4. Nice. This should be white flag, everybody, which is nice. Oh! Goddamn dirty air. Oh well. Oh, there it is. End of the race.
Nice. This is a solid drive. Recovery drive is pretty good. Pick up the scraps that you're given. It's good prep for a big endurance race at Daytona for sure. I'm 30 seconds away from starting my race up. I might jump off of here so I can be in voice chat over there.
No worries. If you want to take off. Thanks for keeping me company.
Yeah, no worries. Good job. Good driving, really.
Would have been nice if it was less mistake-filled, but
Yeah.
rain is a cruel mistress.
That happens. Yeah. Rain could be way more cruel than that, so that was pretty decent.
I mean, the only thing I can really complain about is that one stupid LMP2. It was all like, I'm taking the apex even though you're sitting on it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always bound to be one of those guys for sure. But anyways, good stuff. I'll catch up with you later.
Yep, see ya.
See ya.
Alright, Chet. Well, that's the race. That would be P10 overall, I believe, unless there was a last-minute rage quit sort of thing where they count as a DNF, but I really don't know how all of that is factored in. So we proved we can do a double stint. My rain driving still needs a bit of work, but you know, it's one of those things where it's kind of like I can understand why Denise was getting really mad, but at the same time, like I think iRacing has an added bit of realism where it's like it's gonna do really weird, random fucking shit, and you have to be prepared for it. Like I'm looking at this pit lane, and this is just absolutely sodden. There's a dry bit. There's another dry bit. You know what I mean? And maybe different graphics cards can't see it, but like out here in the fast lane, there's basically nothing but standing water over here on the right. Whereas here's a dry line, you know, and of course this is just absolutely sodden here, right? So it also, I think, kind of behooves us to, you know, get used to real rain driving as you know, as a driving community in iRacing, not just be all like, "Meh," you know. All right, let's turn the window capture back on. Race results. Let's see how much safety rating I lost. Because I think I got some championship points, but ooh, that's a lot of casualties right there. I don't even know where I'm looking for myself. There we are. I gained plus 0.03. Ooh, poor Denise. Just absolutely wrecked in safety rating, but that's, I mean, that's just unfortunate. Fastest lap at 1:59.396. I'll take that. I will take that any day of the week, considering those conditions. Sub 2 minutes on sodden Daytona is good, as we saw with the leading cars, who, like I said, I think they were a little overmatched for this class. What else should we cover? Actually, we should uncover the results so you can see them, so you don't have to take my word for it. 55 versus 9 total. I mean, that's just from, you know, poor Denise having to sit in the pits so much and being crashed. Looks like 48 championship points. See, I'm gonna grab my phone here, everybody, real quick, and see if the standings have updated or not in the companion app. Because, yeah, I lost a little bit of I rating, but it's less than 10 overall points. I'm not gonna cry about that. Let's see, as far as the overall standings, it doesn't look like it's updated them yet. Yeah, doesn't look like the Companions app has got an update, and I think it's usually easier to check on the Companion app than it is here, but I will take a look, see. Ooh, that's a lot of splits. I mean, realistically speaking, looking at the strength of that field versus some of the other ones here, where I'd be is probably in 10 with Pope. I get dragged up by 1, so I don't know, maybe. See if we go back over to official series stats. Series stats that does this. And of course, my phone tries to go off thinking I'm saying something else. Stop that! How dare you? 2024 season 4. Daytona. Grr. Maybe we go results here. Series standings. My recent series. That's got it. Did you Daytona individual season in 7. Oh, this is race week. I want all. All IMSA 23 club all position championship points. Team. Okay, this is not the same thing as what's been showing me on the companion app, so I think I must be doing something wrong here. Natalie, help. I don't know how to drive this thing. Is it all IMSA 23, Division 7, which is what I'm in. Oh, that's got it. So that's before before the allocation of points for the most recent one. But yeah, check that out. It's between a couple of Canadians right there, me and this Jeremy fella. But if he hasn't run any races, sorry mate, I'm going to put your profile up here. If I can see it. Sports car. What's he done as of late? Looks like he did one himself as well. Probably was in a lower split, I'm sure. Yeah, he was in the bottom split. And where did this guy finish? Let's see, IMSA 23. Start opening windows until we find them. It was in P8. $53 points. So So 53 points versus my 48. Yeah, championship points. Things all backwards. All. Okay, this is this is really freaking weird. Division 7. So if he gets 53 points and I get 48, that buffer means I probably retain Division 7 championship. So there you go. There's a good chance I'm going to retain that title. Yay! Happy dance. All right, everybody. From there, let's see. We'll get some thank yous done, and I will get you guys rated out. So let's see who's a going here. All right, so a couple of quick thank yous. Obviously, Kimovich77, Natalie, Boss Dog, Dakariki, Grebo, June Samuel, Plow13. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Anyone who lurked, thank you so very much. And let's find you guys a raid target. I know exactly who we're going to raid into. We have somebody who is doing their 12-hour affiliate and is a rally friend amongst many other things. Awesome streamer. So we're going to go see Ditsy Itsy. So everybody hop on board that raid. I will see everyone on Tuesday for some more rallying action, unless it ends up being iRacing, but it's probably going to be rally. So everyone, hop on board that raid. We'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks very much for your support. Everybody, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.